The golden ratio. Is it the secret to great design, or just another design myth we've been sold? If we Google golden ratio famous designs, we can see that the Mona Lisa is actually on there. What about logos? Well, we see that Apple apparently was created with the golden ratio, but I know that's not true. Just as this amazing article from Fast Company explains, it never was created with the golden ratio, but we know the Twitter bird was in fact used with the golden ratio. We even know the Pepsi logo used parts of the golden ratio to create their logo, and even MasterCard used it too, but that could just be the rule of thirds. So what the hell is the golden ratio? Why do some logos use it and other ones don't bother? Some designers swear by it, others say it's just a fancy spiral with no real impact. So which is it? Well, before we get into it, I want to show you how to create the golden ratio and how it's supposed to be used in different ways. Okay, so let's say we've got this 1920 by 1080 artboard here. Now, if I wanted to proportion this as like the golden ratio, we have to know the number for it. And that number is 1.618. Now this number actually goes on for quite a little while, so we just stick to 1.618. So the idea being is that we can find proportions that are found in nature sometimes, and we can put that into our design to create a harmonious look. So let me show you how it works. Okay, so we've got an artboard here. Let me just fill in this whole space, and we're going to divide this shape by 1.618. And what that will do is it will create a smaller square. We can just rotate this and we can move it to the side. And when it snaps to the side, we have a proportioned artboard. So now we can have text on this pane, and then we can have other text on this place here, and it's actually proportioned. That's pretty cool, but what else can we do? Well, if I have a square here, let's create this. Something we can do is we can actually duplicate these. So I'm going to multiply this square by 1.618, and I'm going to duplicate it a few times. Let's say 5 times. Or 4 times, let's do 4. Now that's duplicated it all the way there. So what we'll do is you'll notice that each time we do this, we can create something like this kind of boxy thing here. That is the golden ratio there. We can furthermore go into it by adding circles to create this shape. Let's add another one here, add these circles in, and we can use these within our design. And as long as they're perfectly attached to this, we have essentially a bunch of shapes that we can use for the golden ratio. Now, logos like the Twitter bird were used by creating the actual shapes of the Twitter bird and the curves in line with this. If I just steal it here, and we'll work out this large kind of circle here by just increasing the whole shape of the golden ratio, we can see that this part of the bird here is in the form of a circle. You can see it kind of matches this circle here. You have to get it just right. And what that basically means is that we can, in design, use these shapes to create essentially this logo again using shape builder tools by using all the shapes that we have at our disposal here. As you can see, most of the logo fits within the golden ratio. And that is how it's made, by using these geometric, perfectly round circles that follow the same circles in here, kind of like jigsaw. Images and paintings, famous ones like the Mona Lisa, you can see here how the grid works, and they're using spirals here, and it increases in detail as it gets towards the more smaller part of the spiral. And this is an infinite spiral. See, here's wide open, here's where the jawline is, see the head and the eye is within the third detail here. This video is sponsored by FreshBooks. Are you wasting precious billable hours chasing payments, wrestling with spreadsheets, and figuring out what invoices have to be paid? Well, there's a way to simplify your bookkeeping and finances faster than you can even say past due invoice. Enter FreshBooks, the accounting and invoicing software that makes the hard part easy. With FreshBooks, you can bill clients and get paid twice as fast. Pay your team, manage expenses, create powerful financial reports, and keep your books all organized with a single platform. And right now, there's a brand new offer just for my subscribers. So head over to freshbooks.com/Will Patterson to unlock your exclusive offer now, or click the link in the description. Thanks FreshBooks for making this video happen. But what about times where the golden ratio just doesn't work? Now, if you type in the golden ratio logos on Google, you will get some logos that don't look very good. And they may be generated in the golden ratio, but they're not very good. Some of them look amazing. But the problem comes when the golden ratio really isn't something that can be used in the type of artwork or design that you're using. For instance, If we take this logo, for example, this is the construction. No diss to any logos that I see on Google, but this one, you can see it could be a lot better, and the design principles could be a lot more distilled in like simplicity and timelessness if they didn't use the golden ratio, because there's so many squares and circles, so many circles. There's a lot of detail happening, and yeah, it's done in the golden ratio, but that doesn't mean that it looks good. A way that I personally like to use the golden ratio, and many other designers, is through layouts. So this kind of layout here, where we can have basically it's nearly three, or using the rule of thirds, which is a simplistic version of this. Or where if we have, for instance, like body text, if our body text is like this height or this size, and we want to work out a typography system, then what we can do is just duplicate that a few times by timesing it by 1.618, create a few duplicates. Let's say we want to create 3 more or 4 more, and what we can do there is create a type system that's based on a number that kind of makes sense. So now we have our title, maybe change that to like bold or medium or something like that, and then now we have like a system in place. The reason why people love the golden ratio so much in logo design specifically is so that they don't have to take a guess at making a decision. The great thing about using ratios, whether that's timesing by 2 or 3, is because it's kind of made for you, the decision. It's there for you to take. For example, if we have like a circle, let's just go ahead and make a normal circle here. Now, if we copy and pasted this and we wanted to create like a smaller circle inside, we could just eyeball it like this, or we could just simply divide it by 2. And that looks right. And it's perfectly divided by 2. And then what we can do there is we can create a ratio for the logo type at the bottom. So if the logo type is like, I don't know, this body, let's call it body. We can then like take this and move it like so. We can just do 2 of them like so, then create some space, and boom, just like that, we've created, I don't know, like a logo type system where the actual logo looks good. Oh, how far should it be from the logo itself? Well, let's move this down, and boom, let's move this up. Make sure it's like double the space of the O. So move this up a little bit. Boom, that's how it should look. That is a terrible example that I'm showing you here of how like gridding and like ratios and golden ratios work. But the principle is still the same. We always borrow and repeat numbers or shapes to create the system. An example of doing the golden ratio where it doesn't work is probably this layout. I mean, we could have this layout like so, or we could just go to guides here, and we could just create 3 columns, 3 rows, change the gutter values to something like whatever. We can take our shape now and actually give it the rule of thirds here. We can actually third this out. So we can put that here or over here for our presentation, or do whatever we like. We can create different pictures on here or whatever. A great example that I've created of using proportions, using a modular grid instead of trying to fit everything to the golden ratio is within this modular grid within our presentation, which you can grab down below. This is a logo design presentation, making it easy for you to just put your logos and your images in and getting that yes from a client. We did this because it makes our lives so much easier. But if we go ahead and go to the layers panel here, you'll see we have like our guides, and this is the modular grid. What we've done is we've actually gridded this out within 12 and 6 rows. So 12 columns and 6 rows. That means we can divide by 3, we can divide by 4, and you can see here that we've been dividing by 3 and 4, and this creates really nice layouts. So when it comes to the golden ratio, the main thing is don't believe the hype. If you're spending hours trying to fit your logo into a golden rectangle, you might be missing the point. It's there as simply as a guide, a way of helping you harmonize things. So it's not a myth, it can be useful, but it's 100% overhyped because it means that we don't have to make any design decisions or eyeball things. Those are just my thoughts on it. I would love to know what you think. Have you ever actually used the golden ratio in your work? Let's kind of debate in the comments. What do you think? Leave me your take. Thanks for watching.